The year was 1868. The Civil War was over. American industry boomed. One key to America's success was the railroad. But there was a problem. The railroads were not as safe as they could be. Accidents happened. People were hurt. Cargo was lost. Some train accidents occurred because trains had inefficient brakes. In the early days of the railroad, there were no automatic brakes on trains. The brakes were manual, which meant that people had to stop the trains. Workers, called brakemen, had to physically put on the brakes of train cars to stop them. There was not one brake for the entire train either. Each individual train car had its own. Imagine a train of 50 cars. What would happen if that train needed to stop quickly? A team of brakemen would have to rush to put on each car's brakes. That's a lot of brakes. Braking the cars by hand, manually, took a lot of time. And moving trains don't have time if they have to stop. Something had to change. Enter George Westinghouse. In 1869, Westinghouse designed a new brake system for railroads. He called his system the Railway Air Brake System. Westinghouse's invention, which he continued to improve on in the coming years, greatly improved train safety. Unlike the manual brakes, Westinghouse's air brakes were automatic. The system connected the entire train. An engineer could apply the air brakes from the locomotive and stop every car behind it. No longer did a team of brakemen have to turn on each car's brakes by hand. But how did the system work? Westinghouse's brakes used air pressure. First, the whole brake system was filled with pressurized air. This released the brakes and allowed the train to move. When the train had to stop, the engineer released the pressurized air from the system, which applied the brakes. As the air pressure dropped, the brakes in every car engaged. Westinghouse's invention allowed trains to stop much faster than they could using the old manual brakes. Safety improved. Productivity increased. And George Westinghouse, who founded a company to make his new air brakes, grew rich.